what's going on, everybody? So just going through some all 22 tape. Um, Obviously, a couple things I wanted to look at, but the main thing outside of Sam Howell, obviously being the main one, was the offensive line. And sorry for the quality of this, by the way. I'm just recording this on my AirPods. All 22 is not the best quality from NFL Plus, as you know. I've been complaining about them all week, but it's okay. Still got a lot of really good stuff here to go over. But the main person I'm looking at was Sam Cosmi making that move from right tackle over to right guard. That former second round pick, Sam Cosmi out of Texas. That's him right here. Big Diesel, 76. This is the guy I was looking at mostly for the game on the offensive line, outside of the obvious Wiley here, who had a pretty bad game. But with Sam Cosmi, 16 pass blocking reps in the win against the Browns. I know it's preseason, but he went against some really good talent on his side, and zero pressures allowed. So I just want to show a couple examples of Cosmi and just some things I saw. Talk about his feet a little bit. Talk about his stance, some things I kind of noticed out of him, and just tell you like what this transition looks like. So this is the second play of the game. This is just he has Dalvin Thomason here. This is Za'Darius Smith. These are the two guys he faced mostly throughout the entire game. Dalvin Thomason, really good. Shout out to Alabama, Roll Tide, former Alabama guy. And then Za'Darius Smith is Za'Darius Smith. We know how good he is as a pass rusher. But still, let's take a look at what we got for Cosmi. I'm going to run it through one time, then I'll go back over it one more time and kind of stop things. So a little short dump pass. First completion to Jahan in the game. But this is what I wanted to take a look at. All right, so this time I'm actually running through and we'll pause it. Boom. So first thing you notice here is, once again, this is him on Dalvin Thomason here. Look at the hand placement. Really good hand placement here. Look at the anchor he has set. He got first contact on Dalvin. Look, Dalvin still has his hands out here. He got a little punch here. But nonetheless, Cosmi has the leverage here. He made contact first. Has a really good base. Really like how his feet are set right now. This is just some things that stand out to me when I'm taking a look at what Cosmi did against Dalvin Thomason. And then I'm going to keep going a little bit more. So Dalvin starts getting some little outside coverage here. First off, this pocket's ridiculous. Really good job on the pocket here. Obviously, you have the 2-1-1 here. You got Leno on the outside here. You got Wiley trying to hold off Za'Darius Smith. Guys are getting open. Like I said, this is just a short completion to Jahan, but still, this is what this offense is going to look like. This is a really good pocket for Howell. This is the kind of pocket we need throughout the entire season. And then, boom, look. Obviously, Za'Darius Smith wins his battle against Wiley here, which you'll see that in the next play. Za'Darius Smith did not have the same success against Cosmi. But look at this. Still really good base, really good anchor set. Look at the hand placement. He is up under those pads. Dalvin can't do anything on him right now. And like I said, not like Dalvin's like he's not a Jonathan Allen or something like that, but he's still a really good interior D tackle. That Cosmi had to face in his first game at right guard. So shout out to Cosmi, definitely won that rep. This next play is, in my opinion, the best play offensive line-wise in the entire game. And it was just the third play of the game. So this time, it's a little bit different. You have Za'Darius Smith. Look at this first off. You can expect, because you have this gap here, you can expect this linebacker probably going to come. Maybe he drops in coverage. Maybe the line does some stunts. Maybe Za'Darius Smith crashes in here and doesn't really come at Wiley, and then this guy comes on the outside. They might crash this in, try to set that edge, kind of disrupt everything, and it's tough when you have a guy in the interior who's taking on to Za'Darius Smith from the inside like that. Usually they're lined up right here in like the two-tech, whatever. But Za'Darius Smith is lined up out here. Same here. They're pretty wide out. Just kind of left this middle open here. So there's a lot that the defense can do. They can do some stunts. They can do some delayed blitzes. I mean, you have safety blitz. There's a lot you have to do. So you just kind of have to see how it develops. And once again, I'm going to let the play go all the way through the first time, and then I'll come back to it and tell you everything I see on it. This is a phenomenal play, by the way. Cosmi just That's what I want to see out of Cosmi throughout the entire season. So let me back this up a little bit more. All right, NFL Plus is such a pain. All All right, so here's Cosmi once again. Now that we know what's going to happen, Za'Darius Smith is going to come straight at Cosmi. So let's let it roll out. Boom. First off, great foot placement. Cosmi, that little drop step, something he's used to doing as a tackle, because usually you're doing what Wiley's doing and kind of just backstepping here. But Cosmi's a little bit different from that right guard spot. One, you do have the help here. But two, you're more worried about both sides of you as a guard. He can come back in this way. He can come back out this way. But you do have Wiley helping. He's going to have to face his own guy. But then also you have to kind of worry about what this linebacker can do, which is pretty much what Gates is going to have to keep an eye on. But for Cosmi, right now, this is Za'Darius Smith. This is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. I don't care how old he is. Like, Za'Darius Smith is certified. And Cosmi just straight up handles him. So what happens is Za'Darius Smith tries to counter back to the inside, and he's going to try to hit him with a spin move back to his outside. But Cosmi's ready for it. Boom. So he puts the clamps on him right here. Once again, good hand placement on his pads there. Love that out of Cosmi. But then this is where Za'Darius Smith says, okay, I freed up this hand. You can't really see it because NFL Plus decided to put this right here in the middle of the screen. This hand here, he said, okay, I'm going to spin this backwards. I'm going to hit you with my elbow. I'm going to do a nice little sweep, and I'm going to get to the outside of you. But once again, Cosmi's ready for it. He did a really good job of not only just kind of, I don't want to say helping him turn around by putting his hand on that back pad there, but he got level and he got his base set again right here to where he could just put that right hand on his back, and it really stops that momentum that Za'Darius Smith is trying to spin move back inside with, kind of just shuts it down. So just imagine that he's trying to rotate and do a spin move, but he just gets a just strong jab to that outside shoulder, and just really shutting down any kind of momentum that he had coming to that outside. So once again, Cosmi says, yeah, no. He's all up in there, clamped down. He's got him from behind at this point. He could hit him with a German suplex, send him to Suplex City if you're Brock Lesnar. But my favorite part is finishing the block. You're not happy with that. Yeah, he could just have him. He could just push him away. But Cosmi says, you can't really see it right here, but he put him on his face. You can see it here. This is the view right here. Everybody's like, all right, let's get going. Cosmi said, all right, just go without me. I'll be there in a second. I got some business I'm finishing up. Nonetheless, gives Sam a really good pocket to roll out and pick up that third down, which was big in that game. All right, this one isn't anything crazy, but still really good awareness by Cosmi. Once again, he's going into right guard for the first time. So usually at that right tackle spot, you're out here, you're just worried about your guy here, maybe some other blitzes, but in this at this right guard spot here, Thomason, and I'll back it up in a second, he starts out right here, about like the zero tech, comes out to Cosmi's outside shoulder, and then also the linebacker, you have to worry about him. He could blitz, and he does on this play. So just kind of look at the setup and the development of the play, but then also just the instinct and the reaction by Cosmi of what he does on this play. So once again, I'll let it go all the way through. Thomason moves. Linebacker decides to go. Cosmi, very subtle, nothing crazy, but basics that I want to see Cosmi just have with ease. Like this just tells me that his transition is going to work. All right. He sees, boom, I'm going to help my guy out here. Nick Gates is getting the snap off. I'm going to pass Tomlinson over here. I see this linebacker coming. I got to get off this block. I'm going to kick step back, fill in this gap here, and take on that contact right away. I know I can take this guy. This isn't Fred Warner. This isn't, one of these top guys. This isn't, a D tackle where I have to worry about speed. I just got to get my hands on him, and it's a wrap. So he says, all right, you've got Tomlinson. We did a little double team, helped you out for a second, bought some time. And, the linebacker doesn't even have a chance to really get there. Cosmi gets that, fills that gap back up, gives. And another thing is it gives Howell, and you can see it right here, the ball, it had a clean pocket to go through. A lot of D tackles, a lot of linebackers are coming up in there. They're getting their hands up and trying to, pass deflections, whatever. He's got time to get that ball out, and he's got a throwing lane to throw it to. So Once again, nothing crazy, but it's a good instinct out of Cosmi at that right guard spot. I'm probably gonna show you like one more play that really stood out to me. That third play of the game was hands down the best play. There's nothing better than that. But there is definitely some more stuff I wanted to just show you. Once again, Clamp City out of Cosmi. Absolutely love this. You can't really see him here. He's where the goalpost is. I like this end zone view though. Really bad for Cosmi right now because where they are on the field. But you can see everything. You can pretty much see what the linemen are seeing when it happens. So this guy's lined up right over Cosmi to start first off. But I want you to just see the pad level, the hand placement. He's getting that contact first. He's getting that leverage. Right off, this is the only thing you have to worry about is the feet can get tangled up. You don't ever want to cross your feet or anything. Gates might get a little sloppy here. But luckily that actually goes back out to the outside. If it goes inside, it can kind of get sloppy, but then he does have Gates that can help him out. But the main thing is I want to see this leg kick out. I want that base wide. I want him to have a good anchor. I want him to set. I want him to just contain 90 here. Once again, Howell doesn't need much time. It's going to be a very quick passing scheme, quick passing concept in this offense with Eric Bieniemy. He just needs a little bit of time. I'm not asking for like 3 seconds, anything like that. But boom, that's what I wanted to see. He was able to get that win back. I'm gonna rewind it just because that was really good. You can see where 90, I forgot what his name was getting that outside leverage on him. Looked like he might be able to fight that off. But Cosmi reset his feet. He got his base back. And look where that hand placement is. Up under there. 0 pressure is allowed because of this. This could have easily been a pressure if he wasn't ready for this kind of stuff. But let's do it one more time. Full speed. Inside. He tries going outside here. Ready for this? Boom. Sets that base back up. Once again, 91 tries getting around, and God, Wiley's just struggling down here. Look at this. Anyways, another time where he got someone pretty much in a rear naked choke. It's a wrap. That's an easy wrap for Cosmi. All right, this is one of my other favorite ones too. This is probably my second favorite because when there is no work to be done, find work. So at this moment, kind of developing a little bit. It looks like 90 is going to be the one that Cosmi gets, right? Looks like it's going to be boom, boom. And B-Rob's either going to have some kind of pass pro or he's going to go out for a route, something like this. You just never know, which we'll see here in a second. But watch how this develops. All right, so you got 57. So 57 looked like he was going to blitz. And he said, nah, guys. I'm actually going out into coverage. I'm dropping back. And Wiley says, oh, okay. Well, hey, man, I got this guy. I got 90. And Wiley notices that. Cosmi notices that and says, all right, well, good. Guess what? I'm going to come back out here. I'm going to find me some work. I'm going to clean something up. I'm going to hit somebody. Boom. Helps out Chris Paul, who, wasn't really struggling too much. So it's just a delayed blitz on that outside there. In a perfect world, you'd want some kind of pass protection here. This is where you would want B-Rob lined up on this side, but he's going out for a pass already. So this is just where you just need to get rid of it early. Leno's got his guy here, Paul's got his guy, Gates, and then this is where Cosmi comes over. But it's not his job to come all the way over here and take this one. And in a perfect world, like I said, that's where you want your pass pro from your running back. But also on this play, I will say that Howell did, I think, in my opinion, he should have gone up into here or got rid of it sooner, thrown it away. In my opinion, he rolled out into this sack. Just a little side note. Yeah. Especially with, I get it. Like I said, the corner blitz is coming. Wiley was getting beat. He either needed to step up in the pocket, which I don't like with this linebacker here. But in a perfect world, he's getting that ball out. You see Cole's open here, and this is not nitpicking Howell. He had a great game, in my opinion. But I wouldn't put this exact play on the offensive line. All right, here we have Cosmi again going up against Za'Darius Smith, who's just standing up on the outside here. A little bit more inside because they have a linebacker on the outside there. But still, when he's standing up like that, you know Cosmi's got to have quick instinct. He's got to get hands on him first. He's got to get there. If not, he's not going to have a good base. Za'Darius Smith can just run right by him. And he tries to hit him with a little spin move. Tries to rip his arm down. But Cosmi had great hands. You saw that the little swim move there where he kind of just swipes his arm down, trying to swim past Cosmi, trying to knock his arm down. Didn't really work. Cosmi has that hand on his outside there. That's great. There's a little bit more to the play. Za'Darius pushing it back. Got his hands off of him. Cosmi, this is where he needs to recover. This is where he has good recovery. Look at that. Both hands curling off of Za'Darius Smith right now. He needs to reset his base and get that recovery. Boom. Does it just enough? Look at that. Just enough. Look at that. Still a good base. Really like what I'm seeing here. Falls back. He recovers. He squares himself back up. Gets his pad levels straight. Yeah, Za'Darius Smith has just put his hands up trying to deflect the pass. But still, that's a really good recovery by Cosmi because Za'Darius Smith would have won that rip against a lot of guys, honestly. Just watch his full speed. Try to swim move. Nope. Pushing it back using his power. Cosmi resets his base. Gives Howell some time to get rid of it. So, honestly, guys, just a lot of really good stuff out of Cosmi in that first game. Really impressed with what I saw from him at right guard. In my opinion, he was the best player on the offensive line. Definitely looking to see how he does against the Ravens. Once again, a really good defensive line. But, Myles Garrett might have been out, but that was on the other side. That was Leno's side. That had nothing to do with what Cosmi was facing with Dalvin Thomason and Za'Darius Smith for most of the game. So appreciate it, guys, and going to do some more videos for y'all.